Going to get a new pickup today. I needed another truck, just like I need a hole in my head. But when you find a good deal on Facebook Marketplace, you jump on it. This is a 1982 short bed Chevy. It's got a 377 stroker in it with a turbo 400 transmission that's already been rebuilt. This thing's been sitting for 5 or 6 years. I saw it on Marketplace and I just had to have it. So it was about an hour drive up here, and I'm gonna hopefully be able to just back right up to this thing and load it up. But you know how these deals go. I already paid the guy, so the hard part's over. Now just to get it home, clean it up, and see if I can't get it running. Stay tuned, gonna be fun. I'm being followed by a 1982 C10. Oh yeah, this should be fun. It's pretty easy loading it up, no problem. The guy I bought it from was a good old boy. Had a lot in common with him, visited with him for a while. Now I just had about an hour drive home, roll this thing off, probably run out of daylight before I get a chance to see if she'll run. But anyway, that's for another day. All right, so I ran out of daylight yesterday. I was super excited to show you guys the truck, but it just wasn't gonna be good. Plus, my family had been out of town and I hadn't seen them, so I just wanted to run in and see them. But now that it's tomorrow, actually it's today, I'm gonna clean this truck up. I gotta clean the bed out. I'm just gonna go take it to the car wash because it's pouring down rain this morning, and spray it off, show you guys a little bit of that. And I'm gonna push some other stuff out of the shop, see if I can roll it into the shop and get it started. But let's take a look in the back of the bed real quick. So as you can see, she's been sitting in like a creek bottom area. I cannot believe it's not rusted out any more than it is, but I got all kinds of crap. The hood's creased, so I just took it off. I couldn't even get the hood down to haul it home, so just took it off, threw it in the back. We got a few things to clean out here, so I'm just gonna take a minute and set all this stuff out, and then we're gonna run to the car wash. All right, I've got the hood out of the way. Let's see what we have. What in the world is this? Some kind of big exhaust. I bet that thing sounds like a diesel truck. We have here. I don't know what that is. If anybody knows what that is, let me know in the comments. Let me see if I can get up here. We got a little flywheel. Plenty of water. That's good. Might need that. Oh man, we got nice visor here. Some wood. Oh, hacksaw. What else? Plenty of. There's some coolant. Man, coolant for days. Little breaker bar here. Oh man, we got a tape player. Let's see, nothing in it. What else we have? We got a USB charger. Please be for an iPhone. No. A little rat nest. What we have here? Oh, we got a battery cable. That's salvageable. A little ground wire. What else? We got all kinds of battery stuff. I don't know what that is, like a brake line or something. A little corroded. Man, what we got here? Muddy Buddies. Oh yeah, that sounds pretty good. I don't know what that is. Is that like a motor mount or something? A little hay string. This was a real farm truck, I think. Diesel injector clean. Well, that didn't go to this. Spring to something. Not too bad. Let me see. Oh, got a little fuel line. Anyway, nothing too crazy. I'm gonna dig all this stuff out, throw it away, rake all this junk out somewhere, and go wash all that stuff off. All right, let's see what we got on the inside. Ooh, we got some good old rat's nest. We got keys. We got the world's smallest steering wheel. Some Pro Tack. We got a bucket with some transmission fluid, throttle cable. We got some wire loom. What's this? Oh, we got a little engine degreaser. I'll use that in a minute. Country crock butter tub. What are those? Like little valve cover or little valves or something? Got here like a carburetor gasket for the old 4-barrel. Get off of there. Some more loom. The fuel line, fuel filter. A little deal that goes to the fuse panel. Don't know what that is. We got a custom blue brake pedal. Some spicy nacho Doritos. There's none left. A little twisty thingy. That's where the old tape player goes. Air conditioner. Let's see. Oh, we got some clean metal here. Oh, those are hood hinges, which I'm gonna need. What else do we have? This is an empty box. Looks like we got a alternator, little starter, fuel pump, and a lot more sticks. Oh, finally, this is a Cheyenne. Sweet. What do we have in here? Little oil pressure gauge. Awesome. I don't know if I showed you guys this yet, but are these stock? That is a 2x4 or a 1x4. Huh. Sweet. I'm gonna clean this stuff out now. We're headed to the car wash. Just want to take one more moment and just appreciate the level and the amount of crustaceans and barnacles that are growing on this C10. We'll never see it this way again. There's the bed all cleaned out. But I mean, like, look at this garden. What is this? Is this broccoli? Is there a broccoli plant growing on this truck? Wow. Man, look at that. That's amazing. Anyways, she's about to be de-gardened. Say goodbye, barnacles. This old girl out of the way, make room in the shop. I think I'm gonna go ahead and run a broom over some of this stuff and back in here and roll her off. That way we can see if we can get her running. Had to give her a little push. Yeah, good for the kidneys. Welcome home, baby girl. Okay, so there's like a little hump that goes up into my shop, and I don't have any help right now, and I cannot push it over the hump myself. The guy that I bought this from said it used to run, but the last time he went to start it, he didn't have any fire at the starter. Thinking I may just see if I can get this thing to start. I know it hasn't been started in, he said, probably 5 or 6 years. I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can figure out what's going on with it, because it would really be nice to be able to just back this thing into the shop. Wish me luck. Ugh. How does this work? Oh. That's a wing nut. Edelbrock carburetor on it. I have no idea the condition. It was open, so hopefully it's not full of water. A pretty good rat's nest under the distributor there. HEI distributor super coil. I'm not sure what that means. I don't know. He said there was no power at the starter, so I'm just going to fire up the battery, give it an old crank, and see what happens, I guess. Hopefully we don't catch anything on fire. Absolutely nothing. So I guess if I was a real mechanic, I would have a fancy voltmeter, but all I have is this test light. So let's see if we even have any juice in this battery. Touch the negative, touch the positive. Yep, we got a light. So there is at least some amount of power in this battery. When I turned the key, it was absolutely no response whatsoever, which leads me to believe it's electrical of some kind. So time to start looking for a chewed wire. Can't figure out how to get to the starter. I'm gonna have to jack it up. Okay, that was pointless because you still can't get to it. I'm gonna have to get to it from the top, I guess. No, I wasn't thinking. I guess I could do the old jump the solenoid across and see if that would get any crankage. Let me go turn the key on, grab a screwdriver, I'll give that a try. All right, here goes nothing. Universal key. Okay, we got heat there. Okay, starter works, but it did not crank the motor. Starter was spinning, but it didn't crank the motor. What does that mean? All right. Sometimes you just gotta get off in amongst it. Okay, there should be a wire coming up from the starter. Oh yeah. How do I pop the distributor cap off? I don't know what that is. Okay, here's a chewed wire right here coming out of the back of the distributor over to here somewhere. It's not very thick, but it is coming from this distributor cap. All right, I traced the solenoid wire all the way, well, not the solenoid wire, I guess it's the battery wire at the distributor, and now it's coming in through the firewall, so I'm gonna see if it's connected here. All right, I don't know if this is anything or not. When I cleaned out the interior of the truck, I noticed this thing, some sort of 12 volt cylinder, resistor, I don't know. But I do notice that there's a hole where it used to be in the fuse panel. So maybe it just got kicked out of the way or something. I have no idea if this even matters. Please let me know, like, please comment on this video. If you never comment on anything again, I really want to figure this out. But I'm gonna plug this in and see if it makes a difference. All right, I just hooked the battery back up. I'm just gonna crank the key one more time and just see if we get any response. If that was it, that's gonna be the easiest will it run. This video is gonna suck if that was it. Oh my God, that was it. Okay, so it cranked a little bit, but I don't know if we have spark or not. I just barely cranked it. And there may not be that much juice in this battery, but it did help significantly. Listen to this. I think my battery's low. Okay, I'm gonna go throw a different battery in it and see if it'll start. Okay, I had to borrow one from this old girl. Thank you, buddy. I know it's a hot battery, so let's see what kind of difference this makes. Let's see now what she'll do. Oh my gosh, if she starts. The guy told me whenever you start this thing, it has a great big cam in it, and he said whenever you start it, it will give you goosebumps. So let's see. Here we go. I don't know. That doesn't sound good. Oh. Just realized we're missing our blinker. I don't know. Something don't sound right. I don't know, it kind of sounds like locked up or something. I really don't know what to do, so I went and found like the tools that I thought might have the most chance in fixing it. I don't know if it's the starter or if it's the crank or what, so I'm just gonna peck on the starter a little bit. I've heard of people doing that. Maybe if it's kind of locked up, something like that, maybe pecking on the starter might help it. I don't know. All right, let's try it again, see if that made any difference whatsoever. Still nothing. I guess I need to see if I can get a wrench or something on it and see if I can get the motor to manually turn, make sure it's not locked up internally or something. So the problem's got to be either down in the starter or the ignition switch, I feel like, because I've been messing with those wires right in here by the starter, and there's some stuff taped together and all that. I don't know. I tried to touch some wires back together. Let's see if we get any change at all. But I think my problem is going to be somewhere in the starter region, as well as possibly the ignition switch. So let me crank the key one more time. I don't know. What is that? I guess let's see how bad the oil looks. I mean, I don't think this motor should be locked up, but if there's a bunch of water in it, maybe, you know. So I guess let me find the dipstick and see what the oil looks like. I just saw this thing. You see, most YouTubers would cut this out. So that's your transmission field. Where the heck's the oil dipstick? Usually it's like right here. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe there's no oil in it. Oh, here it is. At first glance, looks okay. Got a little fuel in it. Dang, the oil does not look bad. Okay, that's definitely not the problem. All right, I'm gonna see if I can tap into the ignition switch, see if anything looks like it could use some attention in there. The good thing is I'm standing in a giant puddle of water, so anytime I kneel down or do anything like that, I get soaked. So that really helps the environment of things that we have going on here today. Finally found the ignition switch. Everything looks clean, untouched there. So I guess maybe, I don't know, I might check some of the fuses maybe. It looks like there's a bunch of fuses missing, but I'm gonna see what I can pull, see what's blown, see if I happen to have any fuses that might be enough to get it to start. Okay, so I'm pretty confident the starter is what the problem is. So I've got a little starter that came in the truck. I think it's like a little gear reduction starter. The guy had this, and I think he said he tried it and it didn't work right or something like that. It looks brand new though, but I'm like 99.8% sure that the starter that's in it is bad. So I'm gonna just try to throw this one on really quick and see if it makes any difference at all, and that'll let me know I don't know what that'll let me know, if that one's bad too, but I'm just gonna try that before I go buy another starter. Okay, new starter's in. Now I'm gonna drop a battery in and just see if it acts any different now with a different starter. I don't know if that one's good or not, but maybe we'll be able to hear any difference at all. So. Extra heavy edition. Maybe that's what he meant by it messed it up. Oh my gosh. My heart is racing. That was crazy. I could not get the battery cable off fast enough. Okay, so what that tells me is when I turn the key, it ignited that starter, which I think may be the wrong starter. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run to the parts house, pick up a starter just like the one I just took off, and maybe it should work. Let's see. Okay, I had to go to every parts house in town, but I finally found the right starter. So I'm just gonna crawl back under there, throw this one on, maybe it'll work. Oh my God, that starter was so heavy. I don't know if it's in right. I think it is. I'm about to go turn the key. I really hope this thing cranks up. I'm so excited to hear it. All right, let's see. Oh, I'm so nervous. Okay, so now when I turn the key, nothing happens at all. Wonder if I popped a fuse or burn a wire, or I didn't get the wire installed right or something. I don't know. I'm gonna look. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if you can see this, but there's a second post right here. I don't know if I just got this wire on the wrong one, if this matters at all or not, but I really don't know anything else to try, so this is what I'm gonna do. Oh my gosh, it's so heavy. Oh. Okay, where's the hole at? Wow. Where's the other one? Oh no, I can't find the other one. Where in the Sam Hill? Okay. Ow. Dirt in my mouth and in my eye. Fiber. Okay. This has got to be the right way. Please, Jesus. Please. Oh, man. I hope this works. You ready? Oh no. That is not what I wanted to hear. It's the same thing. It feels like the motor's locked up. It's just like the starter just cannot turn that flywheel. And I don't know why. Could be why he sold it so cheap. I don't know. I don't know what to do now. What do you do? What do you do here? The starter will not turn the flywheel. Well, the 377 stroker, 400 block D-stroker, I should say, she's locked up. She's locked up tight. Never dealt with a locked up engine before, but I've heard that you can pull the spark plugs, put a little bit of the Marvel mystery oil down each cylinder, let it set for a couple days, try again. So I guess I'm going to try that. I'm going to be sure that I go through all the paces before I scrap this beast, because it's supposed to be a bad to the bone engine, but she's locked up. So hopefully the Marvel mystery oil will live up to the hype and we can unseize this old girl. So I guess I'll start doing that. Spark plugs don't look too bad. A little bit of corrosion on the outside, more so than on the inside. This thing was sitting down in like a little creek bottom area. Guess let's just pour a little bit of oil in there. I don't really know how much to go. Let me grab a funnel. I had this funnel, but the problem was the end of the funnel was too big. So I thought, okay, I will zip tie and electrical tape this fuel line to the end of the funnel. But then the problem was the end of the funnel was too big. So then I figured I would electrical tape a piece of this air hose to the end of the fuel line, and now it fits perfectly. So I think I'm going to invent this and start selling these at your local parts stores. If only someone could invent a funnel that would fit in a spark plug hole. Ignore that. Mystery oil. Bloop, 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 bloop. Didn't even spill a drop. Whoop. Scratch that, it spilled a drop. Good old tap it with a hammer trick usually works though. All right, I got the oil put in each cylinder. These back two plugs here, I guess it'd be plug 6 and plug 8, appeared to be a little bit fouled. Plug 8, it had some black corrosion around it, and then plug 6 looked like it had a little rust in it. So it's probably way too soon for this lubricant to work, but I may bump it over one more time, see if it changes at all. And then after that, I think I'll pop these valve covers off and take a look and see what valves look like and see. I mean, I don't really know what they're supposed to look like, but if they're all rusted up, I think I would notice. So anyway, let me put the battery back in, turn the key one more time, see if by chance these things are loosened up at all. Everybody stand back. Ready?
Yeah.
Boo. Literally no change. So I'm just gonna let it sit for a day or two.
Don't
Do it
cry,
again another day.
You.
What?
I said, don't cry, I didn't mean to scare you because you said boo.
Ah. What do you think?
It was way easier than this truck, I can tell you that.
Yeah, there's a lot less to do, but man, it's just gonna fight me on this motor. But greater things have been done, so maybe we can figure it out. Anyway, later. So I've been crawling around underneath and using a pry bar to try to budge the flywheel at all. And I'm not having much luck. It's been a couple of days. Put a whole quart of Marvel Mystery Oil down the spark plugs. I put a whole quart of transmission fluid down the spark plugs. Still nothing yet. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop the valve covers off and just see if something has dropped a valve or something like that. See if something's locked up in there. Really, at first glance, doesn't look too bad. I don't really know, again, what I'm looking at here. Oh, great. Didn't really want to do that. I don't know, man. That's pretty tight. Got a little bit. I don't know. That's not bad, though. That's good. That's good. That's good. I mean, nothing's just crazy. Just realized I was talking to the guy that I bought this from, and he said, hey, take the spark plugs back out because this thing can get hydro locked. So I just pulled the spark plugs out, and I'm going to turn the key, see if it works. Yeah! Yeah, baby! She's free! Woo! Oh my gosh, that feels so good. Okay. Yeah, she's puking that fluid out everywhere. So I guess I'm going to spin this over a couple more times just to get that fluid out and put the plugs back in, see if it'll run. Oh, I'm so happy. Okay, so I just got everything put back together. I had the valve covers off. I had all the spark plugs out and all the wires disconnected. I think I got the spark plug wires back in the right way. I'm going to connect the battery back up, and I'm going to turn the key, and I guess we're going to see if we have fuel and spark. Man, I hope it just starts. All right, battery, key. She tried. I heard a little rumble. I'm gonna get a little starting fluid and see if that helps. All right, let's see. Oh. So close, we're so close. She's a trying. Ugh, stinks. I'm gonna try to put a little gas, maybe. Maybe I'll put a little gas in the carb. That could work. It's got a little deal full of some gasoline here. Let's see. I don't know how to fill the float, really, but we'll see if that makes any difference. Oh my gosh. That was a rush. Okay. Trying to see. We got a little smoke coming off, which I think is just it burning all of that oil that we put in the spark plugs. I guess I just need to make sure there's no fire. There was some smoke coming out of the exhaust, like there may have been a little rat's nest in the exhaust, so I'm gonna go check on that. Okay, all that looked good. Put a little more gas in the carb. Just gonna fire it up again, see if I can get it to idle. Woo, golly. Okay, so if it's backfiring out of the carb, that means something about the timing, I think. So I think maybe I need to advance or retard the timing a little bit. Man, if you guys know anything about this, I would love some feedback, some comments about how to make this thing run right. All I know to do is keep revving it up and let it blow the dirt daubers out. I'm gonna see if I can tweak on that timing a little bit. But man, I'm excited. This is awesome. Well, I popped the cap to check the coolant, and apparently we had some coolant. I think I need to maybe add a little bit more now. Hey, real quick, one thing I'm gonna try really quick before I mess with timing is there was 2 spark plugs wires in the back where it seemed like one was shorter than it should have been and the other was longer on cylinders 6 and 8. So I'm gonna just try to swap those really quick and see if that makes a difference at all. Ow, she's hot. Yep, she's hot. Ow. Headers. Ow. Crap. Ah, the smell of burning flesh. Oh, crap. There we go. Whew. Okay. All right, you guys listen and tell me if this sounds any different or better. I have no idea. A little bit of this. Forgot to put the battery cable back on. Ignore this. You never saw me. Well, that didn't help. Maybe it was right. I guess I just need to trace down the firing order. Is the firing order the same on a 400 block as it is a 350? I have to Google that. It sounded like it was backfiring out the back now. And then, I'm sure you saw there at the end, we had the fireball. I don't know what I'm doing. I think I'm gonna pop this little inline fuel filter off and make sure that fuel's getting through it and what it looks like, if there's a bunch of trash in it or not. And yeah, I'm one step closer to the journey to idling now. Okay, we definitely have fuel here. Fuel there. Okay. I'm gonna just call that good. I mean, there's fuel that came out of it from both ends. So, and this is above the fuel filter, or the fuel pump, I mean, so fuel pump is working. All right, I'm good with that. I don't know. Being honest, I can't figure out how to get the distributor to move. I don't know if there's something I have to release or something, but like I try to budget left and right and it won't move at all. So I'm just going to try to run it a little bit more. And I mean, the guy never said anything about the timing being off or anything. He said he's had it running before, so I don't think much has been changed. I don't know why the timing would be off. It's got a brand new carburetor on it, he said, from last time he was trying to get it going, but I don't know. I'm just going to crank it some more. Look at the smoke. Well, it seems like as long as I'm giving it gas, it'll run. Not very good, but it'll run. But then as soon as I let off the gas, it dies. I don't know what that means. I hope you guys comment on this video because I have so much to learn. But I call this a win that she runs. And this engine, it's a 377 stroker. It's actually a 400 block that's got a 350 crank in it. So it's a D stroker. But man, just to know that we got her to start and run is a huge win. So if you would, I think I'm gonna stop right here because I want to leave this video kind of open-ended. I need your guys' help. I need your communication. I don't know how to fix it, how to make it run better. So I invite you, please tell me what I'm doing wrong. Tell me stuff to try. Kind of relying on you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this kind of stuff, if you love square bodies, if you love old trucks, I got a 57 Chevy that I'm working on right now. Please like, comment, subscribe, follow along. It's really going to help me to get this channel off the ground. I would love to be able to do this stuff more regularly, spend more time here and less time working elsewhere. So you guys are a part of that. So if you would, please at least subscribe and just follow along. I would love to hear your advice because I know probably every single one of you know more about this than me. But thanks for being a part of this, and you guys have an awesome day. Blinker won't turn off. Broke the arm off. The tach's not working right now. As long as I keep a little fuel in her, she'll run. But watch, as soon as I let the fuel off, immediately dies. Blinker stays on though. She's trusty. That blinker is here for life. Can't wait to drive this thing. So listen, while I sit here and let this thing run, thank you guys for watching these videos, but I want to give a special thanks to a few guys that have supported this channel. Whiskey Dents, man, you found my stuff early on and you supported my stuff. You're building some amazing things. You're an inspiration to me as a YouTuber and as a mechanic and a truck builder. Classic Car Revivals, dude, thank you so much for helping me with wiring and commenting on all my stuff. Tanner Rebuilds, dude, you have such an awesome setup, tweaking on all kinds of stuff over at your place. I love watching y'all's channels. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. Viewers, if you guys like watching what I do, you're gonna like what they do a lot better because they actually know what they're doing. So go check their channels out. I'll guys. Thank you for watching. I'm just gonna sit here and rib